everybody! I'm here today to tell you about 5 turning secrets revealed. These are simple driving secrets that I truly believe that you should know about. Over my years of driving as just a regular driver and sort of teaching driving on these tutorials on my channel, I've come up with these turning secrets because let's face it, turning is a huge part of driving and not many people know how to do it properly. I've seen so many people completely mess up their turns on a daily basis that I realized that it's something that I should make a video about. So I figured I'd give you these secrets. Let's get right into the video. Secret number 1 for turning is that your eyes tell your hands how to steer. So many people think that you steer with your hands. And yes, in scientific terms, you do steer with your hands. They actually do the steering on the wheel. But where do they get the information from? Well, your hands get the information from your brain, and the brain perceives the information that you see with your eyes. So your eyes tell your hands what to do at the end of the day. Pretty interesting. I know we're getting deep here. It's the truth. So basically, you want to guide your steering with your eyes. So when you're making a turn, you want to look at a 45-degree angle to the side that you're making the turn on. If I'm turning right, I'm looking at a 45-degree angle to the right. If I'm turning left, I'm looking at a 45-degree angle to the left. That allows me to guide my steering. Okay? We're not steering with our eyes, but we're guiding the steering with our eyes. So look at a 45 on the way that you're turning. It will help you perfect your turns, okay? Number 2, there is no best steering method, okay? Now, it all depends on the type of turn that you're doing, okay? So, for instance, if I was doing a U-turn and I had to turn the wheel all the way relatively quickly, I would do one-handed steering. I always do it. So I just grab my hand like this and I turn all the way. That's because it's quick and it requires no control. So I just use one-handed steering like that to do my U-turn. Very simple. It's a quick steering method and it has no control. If I was making a very narrow turn, I would do push-pull because I don't need to turn the wheel that much. And I need to turn the wheel at a relatively slow speed. If I was doing a regular turn, I would do hand over hand because it gives me control, right? And it allows the steering wheel to move smoothly without stopping. Okay, so there's no best steering method for turning. It's just the best one is whichever one you need to use for that turn. Okay, number 3, every single turn that you make will be different. Okay, so essentially your starting position will make it different because you're not going to start in the exact same spot for any 2 turns. You're always going to be maybe slightly forward, slightly back, slightly to the right, slightly to the left. Okay, and then even if you have the same starting position, the curvature of the turn will be different. Sure, all intersections are created the same, but there are so many different factors that determine the curvature of a turn that even 1 inch of a difference in the size of the intersection will change the entire curvature of the turn. So I can't tell you when you're turning left, turn the wheel 3/4 of the way, hold it, and release it. I can't do that because it's not going to work for every turn. That's why it's all about estimation. You need to master the estimation of making a turn. That's a turning secret. No 2 turns are the same, so you need to deal with estimation, okay? Secret number 4, because we just did number 3, which is that all of them are going to be different. Just to clarify, I'm just sort of clarifying for myself, make sure I don't miss one. Number 4 is use throttle steering to improve your turns when needed. So throttle steering is pretty simple and straightforward. I did a whole tutorial on it recently, so check that out. I just released it recently. Go to my more recent videos and you'll find it. But basically, when you're making a turn, you feather the gas, and then when you reach the apex of the turn, which is right at the peak of the curve, you want to ease off the gas pedal. When you ease off the gas pedal, the weight transfers to the front of the car. That weight transfer goes into the tires and makes the tires sort of bite the ground a bit more. So by using throttle steering, by basically feathering the gas and easing off the gas, at the apex of the turn, you're going to use throttle steering, make those tires bite the ground. You'll improve your turns dramatically. You don't do it all the time, but it is good when it's needed, depending on if you have a sharp turn and if you're taking a turn at a decent speed and so forth. Last but not least is secret number 5, which is you can always correct your steering or turning errors. Okay, so when you're making a right or left turn, if you mess it up, you can correct it. It's not a write-off, always. So you got to counteract what you did wrong. So for instance, let's say I'm making a left turn and I turned the steering wheel too much. I was steering too much, okay? All that I have to do is release the steering wheel a little bit earlier than I would usually do, and that'll counteract the oversteering. Very simple. If I did the opposite, let's say I didn't steer enough, So I turn the steering wheel too little, I can hold it for longer or even just crank it a little bit more during the turn. So those are just 2 examples, but at the end of the day, you know, you can correct whatever you did wrong for your turn. It's not a write-off, you can always correct it. And that's it. Those are 5 turning secrets revealed. Simple driving secrets that I truly believe you should know about. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.